what our daily woes are, and I just thank you for that. But anyone, if you're a teacher, just remember, education makes all other professions possible, and we particularly need teachers of color to join in on this mission. We particularly need teachers of color to join in on this mission, because in the classroom,
that's a great point, and I'm going to steal that from you. Education makes all other professions possible.
And you can't be what you can't see.
No profession would exist
without
education at some point.
Yes, and you can't be what you can't see. And so we need teachers of colors. They need to see us in the classroom.
Yeah, 100%. What do, before I let you go, what do policymakers need to understand? What's your message?
You didn't ask me that, did you? I'm ready. I didn't even know you were going to ask me that. I've been saying this. Do not try to make a policy that affects education if you have not been in the classroom since the pandemic. These are not the same kids that were in the classroom before the pandemic. Do not attempt to make any type of policies, procedures, rules, anything about education if you have not been in the classroom since the pandemic, because we are not dealing with the same children that we had before the pandemic.
So what's different about the kids? What do you mean by that?
The level of engagement, the level of learning. I mean, just think about it. They stayed at home, all this time, and the rigor was not there for most students. The level of engagement wasn't there. And I'm just going to be honest, a lot of students checked out. A lot of students checked out. So I find myself trying to help my students regain some of the knowledge that they lost. At that time, parents were like, oh, teachers, y'all are just awesome. You do all this for us, and we didn't realize how much you do. And now that those students are back in the classroom, we are trying daily to fix that loss. It was a learning loss. I don't want to say that, but I have to be honest. There was a learning loss.
Let me ask you, Ms. James. So, I've been arguing with some people about this recently. Was it a learning loss or a learning disruption? Which one you think is more?
You know what? As an English teacher, now you're giving me a new vocabulary word. It was a disruption, but the disruption caused a loss.
But can we get the learning back?
Oh, I'm trying every day. I posted a video over the weekend, and different people were commenting, and they was like, the kids don't know this, and I found myself commenting, you don't understand what happened. These kids were at home trying to make the best of what they had. In my rural area, a lot of kids didn't have, computers, and the district was scrambling to, I say computers, laptops. The district was scrambling to get them those devices so they could make that connectivity. And I remember one day I went to the school to get Wi-Fi myself because my Wi-Fi went out. And I saw parents sitting around the tree, at the school with the kids with the iPad and the laptop trying to get their work. That's not conducive to, learning. Yeah. So it's learning disruption. I'm going to use that, but it caused learning loss. Okay?
No, thank you for that. Finally, real quick, have you began to dabble in or use any AI tools for your classroom and for your lessons as of yet? How is AI affecting your work?
I have not. And a really quick funny story. At the end of last year, I had a student turn in an essay, and I read over, and I was like, this is not the normal essay. And I said, did you write this? And she said, yes, ma'am. I said, look me in the face. Did you write this? Well, I had some help. I said, who? And she said, my sister. I said, I taught your sister. You didn't do this. Your sister didn't do this. Your sister showed you how to use AI. And she said, what's that? I said, artificial intelligence that came from the computer. She said, well, we had a little help. I said, someone with a master's degree wouldn't have written this essay this nice. So I'm trying to figure out how to still have my students know those grammar rules, know why you put a comma here, why you put a period here before you go into that area of using those. I mean, it could be really good, but it also could be something that could really disrupt learning as well.
Yeah, no, I'm learning a lot more about it myself, and I'm seeing, teachers use it to, help develop questions, and lessons, and objectives, and unit plans. I mean, it could be a phenomenal tool. if used and monitored and regulated properly.
Right, right.
But what you're talking about with grandma, I mean, that's the basics.
Right,
and I
correct.
think you have so many followers because so many people missed the basics, forgot the basics, weren't taught the basics, lost the basics with all this new social media. So what you're doing is incredibly phenomenal. Do you have any last words for the audience that you want to share? Thank you again so much for taking a few minutes to jump on with us.
Thank you so much. And I just want to say, if you haven't learned something new today, then you need to be following me. That's my motto. I'll ask after every video, did you learn something new? You know, when you used to come home from school, your parents say, what did you learn new? With me, you will learn something new every day. Thank you. Thank you, Representative. All right.
All right. Have a good night.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. All right. Now, we're supposed to have another guest. That was incredible. That was incredible. That was a conversation with a real-life teacher doing real-life work in a real-life school. And so many lessons there. One, learn the basics. Stick to the basics. You know, that was a huge lesson. Two, we got to get broadband out to rural communities because too many students in rural communities are missing out. So that's another major lesson.